Okay, we've got 6 characters for this one, so 3 for me and the other 3 for you. Right, we've
Right,
got
sure.
Jane for me, there. Jane for me. We have Jake for me, nice. And what was that? And John, okay. And that leaves you doing Vriska, Gamzee, and Narrator.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
All right. As Jake traverses the length of Jane's ship, he suspects he has never carried more dread in his heart than he does in this moment. The burden of the call he just received weighs so heavily upon him that it's a struggle to propel himself each step forward. He wishes that someone else gotten the news, but there's nothing that can be done. He has to be there for his wife, even if he knows saying what he needs to say will be hard for both of them. The door, the door to the ship bridge is to permit him entry when he approaches. Jane is standing by the navigational stations, engaged in some sort of confabulation
Yeah.
of doubtlessly critical importance with her internal shadow, Gamzee Makara. Jake's already miserable mood drops further at the sight of him. No matter how long his arrangement carries on, it never seems to get easier to stomach. Jane is dressed to the nines in her signature blazing red power suit. Her freshly polished designer pumps glinting in the varied lights of the Crocker Corp ship command controls. The fallen courage of the Crocker
Conglomerate.
that word is fast en route to a business conference that Jane insists is of the utmost importance to the independent negotiation of an array of paramilitary contracts with the government. And she would be the first to tell you that looking your best is one of the most critical parts of arbitration. Arbitration,
Yeah,
sorry.
arbitration, yeah.
Arbitration, that word. She doesn't immediately acknowledge Jake's presence when he approaches. He has to conspicuously clear his throat before Jane turns her attention away from Gamzee, and even then, she only dignifies Jake's appearance with a fleeting glance.
Do you
With a
need
fleeting
do you need something? Well, I have some terrible news, I'm afraid. What is it, Jake? I'm rather occupied at the moment. I'm awfully sorry to bother you, but it's very important, dear. It's something the matter with Tavros. No, you might want to come with me to our quarters for this one. As I said, I'm a bit busy right now. Well, I just thought maybe it's best if you can sit down for this one, my dear. My delectable honey punches of oats, the jolly old captain of my crunch, my lovely wife whom I love so much.
Jane's face twists in annoyance. She is quite a bit shorter than Jake now, but the way she looks down on him makes her seem like she towers 10 feet above him.
My goodness, Jake, what do you want? Can't you see I'm right in the middle of something? Just spit it out already.
The whole bridge goes quiet at Jane's outburst. Everyone has stopped in the midst of their tasks to stare nervously at the altercation. The only other sound that penetrates is the silence. The silence is Gamzee noisily slurping on the rubber nibble of his baby bottle. Jake swallows like he's in a cartoon. It's a big, loud gulp, a sound that has instantly ratcheted up Jane's annoyance, like most of Jake's actions seem to these days.
Well, you see, I guess I'll come right out and say it then. I just got news your father has passed, Jane. I'm so sorry.
At first, the words don't quite register. Jane expected this, like all interactions with Jake, to be a meaningless waste of her time. Initially, she gives a dismissive nod, like she's taking in some trivial piece of information, and then the weight of the statement strikes her, sending a jolt of shock through her chest. It passes quickly, though. She'd almost forgotten.
An unfortunate incident, but it's no matter. I'll simply revive him, and then make sure he's assigned a security detail, have his body brought here as quickly as possible. I'm afraid that won't be possible, honey. There's no body for you to revive at all.
Jane's eyes widen in disbelief.
What? What happened? Word from the Secret Service is that it was one of Karkat's assassins. The target was a human president. Your father, that is. He jumped in the way and took the shots. The president is safe. Your dad saved his life. I don't understand. What happened to his body? Did Karkat's rebels abduct him? No. The shot he took was from the barrel of a rocket launcher. I'm afraid the assault blew him straight to bits. There's hardly anything left. What? Luckily, the president was barely harmed as your old man took the full brunt. As far as I know, the only harm to him was having his full lustrous moustache burned clean off his face. It's it's a freaking tragedy.
Jake's gaze falls to the floor. Jane's hand clutches at the front of her suit in an unsteady fist.
Please tell me you're just joking. Jake, tell me this is just a prank. I'm afraid not, Jane. I'm so sorry.
Jane whips around, tears in her eyes. The whole bridge is holding its breath. She feels every eye on her then. The pressure to hold it together. She can't show weakness now. She's come so far. Jane sniffles and swipes at her eyes with the back of her hand. She won't cry, but she can be angry instead.
Ugh, that fool. I can't believe he would do this. How could he do this to me? Janie, the human president could be anyone. My dad can't be anyone but him.
Jake isn't sure this is the right or smart thing to do, but he chances it. He stepped forward to the place of a comforting hand on Jane's shoulder. When she doesn't immediately tear herself away, he tentatively
Tentatively, yeah.
oh okay cool tentatively and slowly like he's approaching a wounded animal, pulls her into a hug. Jane is too dazed to protest. She limply stares past Jake's eyes unfocused.
I don't know. Shh, everything's going to be okay. God, I can't believe he. Oh, but of course I can. He's always been so infuriatingly good. God, how stupid. This is so stupid. I'm so stupid. How could I put him in such a dangerous position? Chief of Staff? Anyone could have done that job. Why did I tell him to? My own father. Shh, Janie, you did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong at all. You never have. I love you, Jane. We all do. Isn't that right, Gamzee?
Yeah, man. We all ain't got plenty of love up in this bitch for the big juicy GC. Gamzee turns to the bridge crew and gestures manifestingly with his arms. Rivulets of milk are running down his chin. Honk. If you love his big titty biznatch. Whoop whoop. The fucking whoop whoop. A petrified pal falls across the bridge as the crew tries to figure out whether they're supposed to take this seriously or not. The comms officer shares a look with the engineer. The conning officer looks like he's about to shit her pants. Looks like she's about to shit her pants. And then they turn to the most pitiable stooge of them all for answers. Jake's eyebrows shoot up to his hairline, and he nods urgently over Jane's shoulder to indicate that, yes, they should definitely do it. At once, the bridge crew gives an unanimous honk. God damn it. Jane sniffs and pulls away out of the Jake's embrace. She turns back to the bridge and takes a forward step, stumbling slightly in her heels. But she catches her balance, fixes her posture, and slips back on a stony mass.
Alright. Jake, get the presidents on the phone. It's clear to me now that it's past time for the military to strike, and I'll be giving that man a real piece of my mind until an appropriate counterattack is in motion. Obviously, the government's attempts to be gracious with the troll ilk has been naive and foolish. These rats cannot be negotiated with. They cannot be swayed by reason or appeals to peace and civility. The only thing they want, the only thing they have ever wanted since the ungodly inception of their disgusting verminous species, is bloodshed. And if that is what they truly desire, well, far be it from us to deny them. Jay, not another word. Are you sure this isn't a No, the time to act is now. They will pay for what they've done. Every last fucking one of them. I have had enough. This is the end of the line.
Jane is blazing with fury. She marches to the center of the bridge.
All of you, return to your stations. We are changing course. We will be going directly to meet with the president, and I will not rest until he gives the command to crush his fucking rebellion and destroy any chance they might ever resist again.
The bridge crew doesn't even think to defy Jane's order. They return to their stations, dutiful. The navigator adjusts the ship's destination coordinates, and the comms officer opens a line with the government's seat of command. Only one man in the room is brave enough to take a stand. Hey, do you think that might be a bit motherfucking xenophobic? Jane spins on her heels like a whirlwind, her face twisted in a hideous snarl. She rounds on Gamzee with all the hatred she can mutter.
Xenophobic? I am not fucking xenophobic.
I'm just saying, my most bodacious of babes. What you're laying down here is sounding wicked bitch genocidal.
What the fuck are you talking about? I am not and have never been a fucking xenophobe.
Yeah. Killing all the trolls, that would be bad for you. Feel me? I'm a troll, remember? Maybe you should take a minute and chill a bit. Little mint choco chip honk.
Shut the fuck up. You fucking insects just assassinated my father.
You're cute when you're mad. My tasty little snack. Fuck you, Gamzee. And then Gamzee seals his fate. He reaches out with his finger and boobs Jane's right on the little nose. Honk! Jake audibly gasps at the sight, but Jane does not have any sort of violent outburst of anger. Instead, she goes completely, icily silent. Gamzee smiles vacantly down at Jane, unaware of his misstep. When Jane next speaks, it is in a controlled, steady voice.
Security, escort this troll off my ship, now.
Security personnel aboard the bridge do not hesitate to follow the command. They descend on Gamzee in a swarm, grabbing him by his arms. The baby bottle tumbles out of his grasp, bursting open when it falls. The remaining milk spills out, pulling in a recessed lining of the floor. Whoa, hold up. You can't just go and throw me off board, my milky mammy.
Oh, but I can. Just watch me.
The security officers begin to pull Gamzee away, but he makes one final desperate play. Wait, just hear me out.
What?
If you throw me out, I'll be all lost and shit, babe. You know I'll be needing you.
What? You think appealing to me with your disgusting little addiction is going to sway me? That's the funniest joke you've ever told, clown.
It's not about the milk, boo. It's about you. Jane stops.
What?
I need you.
Are you saying that you...
I've gone and told you all about my past struggles with the wicked green substances. I've gone and made so much progress finding new healthy ways to cope with the voice and redeem myself. And you've been more of a help to me than anybody. More than anything. You know, with the nightmares, I can't sleep without holding onto a motherfucker. Jane sneers. She has no idea why she thought of even a moment that he might have meant anything else.
I am so... Ugh, forget it. You are despicable.
Again, just go and cut a brother up. Let's all up and think this through. All reasonably and shit. I'll do motherfucking anything. Jane's eyes rake up and down Gamzee's body. She's carefully considering her response. Her face is expressionless when she answers.
Be gone, clown.
Be gone. That!
Silence, clown.
Jane turns and waves the security away. The uniformed men drag Gamzee from the bridge. The sound of honks reverberates hauntingly
Reverberates.
that word through the walls as the wrench jester is removed from his seat of power at last. In spite of everything, Jake can't help but be relieved. With Gamzee finally disposed of, Jane is
Invigorated.
invigorated. Yeah, in the strength of her own conviction. She spins on her heel and confidently strides to the captain's chair. She engages her interface, sits down, and assumes her seat of command. The time up for mercy is long past. Carcat Vantis must die. John, I need to see. How do I get back? John looks up to see one of Jane's recon ships flying overhead. Aside from the encroaching fleet,
Yeah.
the blue sky is seamless and calm. The hole that Vriska came through has already sealed up.
I don't think you can go back. I have no idea what the exact scientific mechanism behind falling out of the sky is, but so far it's proven to be a one-way trip.
Oh.
Welcome to Earthsea. It fucking sucks.
Vriska releases her vice grip on John's arm so that she can cradle her head between her hands. Oh my god! Worst thing that could have possibly.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am. Absolutely. Wait. Why are you so. Vriska gestures wordlessly at John's entire body. Then she leans in closer to study his face, squinting with suspicion. John, are you old?
A little, I guess. I mean, I'm going to live forever apparently, so in that respect I'm still pretty young, but compared to the average human lifespan, I'm like about 3/8 of the way dead.
Runs both hands down her face, leaving long, dark streaks of blood. I can't be here!
Vriska, wait, actually, I guess I shouldn't call you that, it might get confusing.
What?
Well, see, Rosen Kanai's daughter is also named Vriska.
What?
And since you didn't come to Earthsea with us, that means technically she was here first. So that would make you Vriska?
That's fucking unacceptable.
Sorry, but I think that's probably just how it has to be.
John, you accuse me of talking nonsense, but you're the one not making any damn sense. Where am I? Why are you old? Why do Rose and Kanaya have a daughter named after me?
Oh, it's because they thought you sacrificed your life heroically defeating Lord English, so they found a baby clone of you and named her in your honor. Personally, I thought the whole thing sounded like bullshit, but, you know, whatever makes them happy.
Shrugs. Vriska remains frozen in her responsive honor, mouth agape. In the distance, the troll defense take a shot at the human-wrecking vessel. Vriska doesn't flinch at the sound of a sonic cannon blasting up behind her. She slowly peels her hand from her face and glares at John as one of her eyes twitches at the corner. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Wait till you hear about Yiffy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I tried to tell them. Man, it's been a while since we've agreed on something, isn't it? So, not to be nosy, but did you defeat Lord English?
I'm so desperate to go back. The battle was hitting its climax when I got hit in the head with. Vriska paused her head wound, fingers numb and vision blurry. Whatever the fuck it was that hit me in the head. She sways on her feet. John tries to steady her, but she slaps his hand away.
Do you want to see a doctor for that or something?
No! I want to. No, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, sure. So about 15 years ago, Jane started spreading all this xenophobic propaganda about trolls, and eventually she and her corporation became so entrenched in financial dealings with basically every societal institution with power on Earthsea, that she became this unstoppable lobbying monolith that can more or less tell the government what to do. So now she may as well be writing all this xenophobic policies into law directly. Oh, Jane's a huge xenophobe, by the way. I probably should have started that with that Pax.
Fucking sucks.
Oh, and then Kargat had this really catastrophic breakup with Jade and Dave, so he ran off to spearhead a troll rebellion against the xenophobic government. To be honest, the rebellion was pretty lame in the beginning, but then, Mina?
Mina?
Yeah, Mina. She fell out of the sky like you just did and helped him actually get good at revolutionary stuff. So now both sides are all maxed out with spaceships and weapons and stuff, and are on the brink of war.
Holy shit, that's even dumber than Rose and Kanaya naming their shitty kid after me.
Oh man, that kid is shitty. You have no idea.
How the hell did y'all fuck this up so much?
Oh, that's my bad.
You're bad?
Yeah, I made the wrong decision and totally blew it.
How?
I was supposed to go fight Lord English, but I didn't, so now we've gone beyond, like, the event horizon of canon.
What the f does that even mean? John sighs and sweeps an arm across the landscape. The sky darkness of the first of the trolls' fleet roars onto the front line.
I don't know, really. Rose explained this all to me once, but I pretty much forgot what she said. I didn't actually think it was that important at the time. All I know is that all of this is my fault. It's been turning around in my head like this for a while. I thought, why does everything here fucking suck so much? How do we even make it from point A to point festering clusterfuck? It doesn't follow any kind of logic I understand, or any sort of basic sense I have about who we are as people. And why? Why we all ended up so unhappy and twisted up? I got everything I wanted, everyone got what I thought they wanted, and that's just it, isn't it? The more I think about it, I'm the only factor that matters to anything. Whatever I did or didn't do just destroyed reality's ability to, like, substantiate itself or whatever. Like, there's a bug in the operating system of whatever force in this world that regulates cause and effect. Everything's been unraveling. Nothing that happens makes sense anymore. And now I'm the only person out here who's even real at all.
Wow, I've never seen a guy get this bulge all the way down his own swallow chute before.
Wait, what?
Good fuck, do you actually think reality gives that much of a shit about you? Get real, Egbert. It's not like you're me.
Okay, well, that's fair, I guess, but whatever it was that caused this, it's pretty obvious that all of this is just kind of dumb and fake, so don't worry about it.
Have to worry about it. Considering you just explained to me that I'm trapped here.
Nah, it's fine, it's all workouts, or it won't, it doesn't really matter either way.
Vriska clenches her hand into a fist so tight her nails drop blood, and hisses out a long, vicious expletive. Around her, the ground begins to shake as the human fleet of battle panzers roll out from the edge of the city and take position.
So we should probably get out of here soon, or not, we're both gods here, so as long as we don't do anything cool or evil, I guess we'll be fine and not permanently die. It's almost like the gods here rules were designed to reward us for being useless pieces of shit. I think I get it now, it's a pretty good joke actually, nice.
Fuck.
Oh, hey, that reminds me, did you ever see Terezi out there?
No? Why would I have seen Terezi? Didn't she go with the Striders to fight 600 version of Jack or something?
Well, yeah, but then later she went back out there to find you. Vriska, she searched for you for years. I mean, years from my perspective anyway. I don't know about hers, but we used to talk sometimes. It was fucked up how sad she was about you. I didn't even know what happened to her. The last time I talked to her, she thought she was about to die. For a long time I liked to pretend that maybe you two found each other after all. But if you're here now and she isn't, that means... Ugh, who knows what it means.
Wow, John, you sound pretty broken up about this. Were you in love with her or something? John laughed sadly.
Well, I don't know. What does it even matter? Like everything else, it was just some more stupid crap that happened, which technically wasn't even canon.
My fucking god, I can't take this anymore! Vriska screams in frustration and throws her arms back in the air. Her piercing voice can be heard over the roar of 100 warfighters' engines. The bulk of Karkat and Mina's fleet has just arrived. Their ships are less sleek and imposing than Jane's, most of them having been scavenged, patchworked, and jury-rigged, but they're numerous enough to bolt out to blot out the sun when they coast overhead. I don't care about whatever the fuck canon is supposed to be. I don't know about your dumb, unrequired to crush on Terezi. I don't care about this stupid, pointless war. Someone get me the hell out of this fucking nightmare before I really lose my shit. Well, hey, let's all calm the motherfucker down. John and Vriska both turn to see a gangly figure emerging from the dust up by Jane's tank platoon. Gamzee's hair is caked with dirt, his makeup is smudged, and he's sucking on his milk bottle in the style of some smooth hombre in a spaghetti western, uh, mouthing a cigar. He tugs the rubber nipple out of his mouth with a pop. A chalky, vicious milk from a goatee of spittle on his chin. Vriska, my main bitch. Long time no see. You seem all discombobulated.
Yep.
There, sister. Just fucking uh, beset with the poorly regulated emotion that caused that motherfucker nothing but pain. Now, why don't let's calm the fuck down. Take rips off this dope bottle of fresh ass titty dairy, then shoot the wicked shit about the good word. The the good word. It'd be called redemption, motherfucker. And you gotta get all that shit locked the hell tight in there. Your heart's at. You get your moral compros
Compromisations.
compromisation, sorry. Moral compromisations to chill the fuck up because I can't think of a single another motherfucker who could use a righteous dose of this sweetest from the shame hatch more than Vriska motherfucking Cirque. Vriska Cat's wide glare at the intruding clown with steely, merciless eyes. Slowly, she stalks toward so heavily in the soft earth, she might well weigh 1,000 pounds. Gamzee suckles at his bottle and beams at her with the complacency of a man perfectly obvious to the one-way ticket to the world of shit his big mouth just bought off him. What the fuck did you just say to me?